What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. We're actually on the way to my buddy's house because him and I both went in on some polycarbonate sheets for DIY lids. Coincidentally, he's also building two 40-gallon breeders, so he needs the same amount of polycarbonate as I do. So we both went in on a huge pack of them and we're just going to split them up. And on top of that, he says he has a light for me, so I can't wait to check it out and hopefully it'll fit good for the biker tank. So we're still on the way there, so let's go ahead and cut the camera back on when we arrive. If this is your first time here, my name is Brian and I make all kinds of freshwater fish keeping videos. In this channel I'll cover things like DIY projects related to the aquarium hobby, along with giving you guys updates on all of my fish. So if you like what you're checking out, stay tuned and hit that subscribe button, and I appreciate your support. Oh, that looks fucking sick. Wait, how'd you cut that?
With the jigsaw or whatever.
Oh shit. Is it, how fast did you cut that?
Pretty fast with that.
Like, matter of a couple seconds?
Like seconds. It gets hella like rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sand it down a little bit and this should be chill.
Holy shit, he is fucking hella big, dude. Dude, he got hella big. The wolf is perfect for a 40B.
Yeah, it's just gonna be by itself, like species only.
Dude, I am fucking hella impressed about how big this O got. It's fucking nuts, dude. It's hella big.
Like another inch, right?
Let me get from this side. Oh shit, he's gone. Dude, this thing is sick right here. It sucks how he fights everybody.
Yeah, even chases the bikers off too.
You know what's tight about your biker? It's like it came from the same batch as mine.
Yeah, the Dell. That's the same Dell, the same batch.
Oh, this one.
The Dell Easy. Because I might want to keep this small tank and put it on the bottom, and then put a 40 on top.
What's in here?
It's just a single danoid. It's right there.
There's a danoid in here?
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's all dark right now.
Fucking sick. You have little random monsters. You have a little tail here too. What kind of biker is that?
That one's a Palmas.
You can't really tell on camera, but this guy got pretty big.
Yeah, I think he got a little bigger.
What the hell? Where did this one pop up? This one came out of nowhere. That's the leaf, right?
Leaf fish, yeah.
I'm surprised they don't fight.
They don't. The wolffish doesn't with them.
This looks like what's that salad? That leaf? Kale, right?
Kale, yeah.
It looks like you're growing kale in here.
It's hella overgrown right now.
Dude, that is tight.
It snips them off.
It just grows on the wood like that? Do you have another one?
It's like there's two.
Dude, you have little random fish popping out of nowhere. Everything looks a lot more grown compared to the last time I was here.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a Weeksy.
That's the one with the big ass head, right?
Yeah, the fat head one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get one of those.
I don't really know much about the upper jaws. Are they hella hard to find?
No, they're pretty easy. The lower jaws, I feel like, are the hard to find. The wild caught, the rare ones. Like a straight PBB.
Yeah.
And like Kanji, whatever, Kanji-kus.
Cognis or whatever?
Yeah, those ones are... Yeah, that shit's brighter than that one, that's why. It was causing hella algae.
Sick. For sure. Thank you. Driving and vlogging is probably not a good idea. I wonder if people can see me hold this camera while I'm driving. So we're currently on the way back from my buddy's house, and as you can tell, him and I have a very similar taste in fish. I keep bikers, he keeps bikers. I had a wolf, he has a wolf. And he's currently the owner of the oat that was on my YouTube channel. When I gave it to him, it was about like 5 or 6 inches, and now it's a staggering like 12. It's a pretty big oat, and it's probably the biggest oat I've ever seen, and I'm glad he's really taking good care of it. So if you want to go ahead and check out his content, I'll leave his link right here to his Instagram, or I'll go ahead and put it in my description. You know what, I'm currently driving right now, but I gotta commit to these camera transitions. So camera lens right here. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So for today, we're just gonna go ahead and install this light, and it's about to be crazy. This light looks crazy. It's hella long. Look. Sick. Alright, so the current light on this tank is this DIY light. which is right here. And if you don't know, I can make it brighter with a switch. I went ahead and made this a long time ago, but I think it's time to kind of retire this light. Maybe use it for a garage light. So that's the plan for this. We're gonna go ahead and replace this light right here, which will hopefully illuminate all the bikers in this tank a lot better with the light that my buddy just got me. So I figured that it would be a good idea to add this light because back then I only had this refugium and a little refugium that was on my sump to help combat algae, but now I literally have a planted aquarium in my sump. But yeah, with the upgraded light though, you can definitely see my bikers a lot better now. Like you can see these guys right here, they're not all hiding in the dark. And then also you can see that guy right there. I did have someone in the comments mention that maybe it was too young for me to add this guy back, but besides the color, he's not doing too bad. He does eat and stuff, and maybe the color does reflect that he is a little stressed, but I don't know. We'll see how he does, and if he does better inside the house, then I'll go ahead and put him back in. So you can see all these little dots are like snails, and all these snails came from that. But yeah, enough with the lights. Let's go ahead and start on the DIY lids for the goldfish tank and the sump. I currently have the DIY lids right here, and right now I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to cut it to size. But the only challenge with this one right down here is that right there. I have to pretty much drill a hole or cut a hole to fit this area, but I might do it like how I did with my other one, where I just kind of cut here and then I had another piece here. I mean, that's the plan right now, but it can definitely change over time. Let's go and get to cutting. Sick. So what we're gonna use for this is a knife. I'm pretty sure you guys have one at home, so I'd rather use something that you guys probably have compared to like an electric saw or something. I have one, but I just would rather use this for it. Oh, scratched it, man. Oh, this is scary. Oh, dude, this is kind of sketchy. I'm gonna use scissors for this. All right, the hardest part about this is the cutting, actually. I didn't think it was gonna be this hard to cut. If you can use an electric saw, I just wanted to use a knife because, I don't know, what if you guys probably didn't have a knife? I'm trying to learn it the hard way, you know? This is really hard to cut. Don't use a knife. Don't use a razor blade. Just go ahead and find yourself an electric saw. I'm just going to thug it out. I'm just going to finish it off, but look how far I got. Look at these ugly ass cuts. I'm going to have to clean this shit up. Man, it is hella hard. And this is with scissors right here. So I figured that I would just finish it off by cutting it with a knife. I want to do it the hard way. But yeah, man, if you ever get polycarbonate sheets for lid, use an electric saw just like my boy did, and don't go with the razor blade. It's definitely not worth it. Look at all these tools, man. I got razor blade. I got my para. I got like 2 scissors. It's going down. All right. So I got pretty much halfway through, and look what happened to my scissors. All right, man, we are done. Let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. This took a lot longer than expected because, man, this was hella hard. So right here, it looks really clean, right? Looks perfect. It's sitting flush, right? Everything's looking good. Let's go ahead and bring it on this side. Doesn't look that bad, but when you get a little close, man, it is chunky in there. It is looking chunky. From afar, you can't really tell, you know? It's sitting flush. You know, no lie, it's sitting flush. No, but man, that was hard. This lid was one of the hardest DIY lids I've ever made, but it is very rewarding because look at that. Now it's sitting flush, and it's actually pretty strong. Went ahead and cut a little hole for the airlines and stuff, but this is a very strong lid. Now, all I gotta do is make the bottom one. like I said, it's gonna be hard because of that. All right, man, so we're finally done. It took a hell of a long time. I went ahead and finished the sump portion, and I also finished the goldfish portion. I'm gonna go ahead and run you through what I did with the goldfish part, and then I'll bring you down here for the sump. So for the goldfish part, it's pretty simple. It's literally one piece that goes all the way across. It was really hard to just line this part up. I have a little hole here for the airline tube and all the power and whatnot. But now that I have this lid, I can go ahead and put on the bigger light, which was what I'm gonna do right now. It doesn't fit the tank perfectly, but I mean, it does the job way better than the other light. And these guys, it's a little dimmer for them, so maybe they'll like it better. But I mean, obviously they're goldfish, they don't really mind much. Nothing really bothers them. So that's it for the top tank. Let's go ahead and finish off with the sump. So here's the sump's lid, and it might look kind of funny right now with this, but let me go ahead and explain why I went ahead and went with the two-piece look. Whenever I do water change and maintenance and I need to get in here, I'll go ahead and just remove this piece, and it'll allow me access to my K1. I was gonna go ahead and have that cut end right here so it's kind of flush, but I figured that since it overlaps, it'll help with the humidity way more than if there was a huge gap here, because I know for a fact I wouldn't be able to cut this line perfectly straight. And to be honest, these look a lot better than my old lids that I use. Those lids were cool, but the only bad part was it was really wavy. So first off, aesthetic wise, it wasn't flush, and second of all, it wasn't as good as keeping humidity in. As you can see, this lid is already working. This side too, and also with the back a little bit. But it's working the most in the sump portion. So if you're planning on using polycarbonate lids for your tanks and you have to cut them to size, I strongly recommend you using an electric saw. Stay away from the manual tools like razor blades, knives, and scissors. I pretty much used it all. So I went ahead and lived that experience for you so you don't have to do that. It's going to save you a hell of a lot of time, and you'll just have a better experience with them. So that's it for today's video. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. And peace, guys.